Hello everybody, this is lecture 5 of the course Measurement and Instruments. My name is Amr Abdelbari, I'm with Nearest University. Today we will speak briefly about the calibration of the measuring sensor and instruments. So the calibration, generally you compare the output of an instrument or a sensor under the test with a known instrument, a high accuracy instrument or any instrument that you have in the laboratory or the factory, but with known accuracy. So for the same quantities, for the same inputs, you compare what is the output for both the devices. So if the instrument that you require to measure the quantity is with inaccuracy of plus or minus 2%, which is unacceptable, so you measure that before the calibration. After the calibration, it should be plus or minus 1%. So this is allowed, for example. So the important here is the pattern of performance degradation to be quantified. So you reduce the performance degradation from plus or minus 2% to plus or minus 1%. So after from before the calibration to the after calibration. So the primary reference standards here, the calibration chain, we have a national standard, for example, then the standard in the laboratory, it is as a standard, then the working standards in the working, then the process instrument that you use it daily. When the working in the standard instrument has been calibrated by an authorized standard laboratory, a certificate is issued. This certificate have to be the identification. It should have the following information: the identification of the equipment, the results of the calibration, the measurement uncertainty, any limitation that should be taken into account, the date of calibration, and the authority under which this certificate is issued. The environmental control for the calibration environment should be you should control the temperature, the humidity, the electromagnetic shielding, the grounding. So this, because the effect of them is very high, so it should be taken into account and control, and should be written in the calibration certificate. Okay. So typical calibration chain for micrometer, for example, it should be for example like this: low-dyne stabilized helium neon laser, spectral lamp, reference grade gauge blocks, standard gauge blocks, shop floor micrometer. Here you see that's the inaccuracy, 1 in 10 to the power 9, 1 to 10 to the power 7, until 1 to 10 to the power 4. So this is very high accuracy. This is lower accuracy, where the fault or the problem happen in many measurements. And then here it's only 10 to the power 4. So this is names and methods of calibration and devices to use. This is for the especially for an example for the micrometer. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for listening.